Hello everyone, it is I, your new best friend, the Fable of Fables. This time, we're reacting to another video recommended by David. Thank you again, bud. Please enjoy this video. This time, we're reacting to the Mayhem Attack Squad. Ooh. They look so silly. We actually reacted to this guy over here, the guy with the samurai outfit and the sword and the skull. I don't remember his name, sadly, but this is going to be funny. Let's go.
This week, we're looking at a team of Decepticons who bring doom and destruction wherever they go. These are the basics on the worst of the worst. The bots called on only for the dirtiest, most violent jobs. The Mayhem Attack Squad. The Mayhem Attack Squad were a Decepticon Special Operations Unit, created by writer Simon Furman in 1989 for the Marvel Transformers comic book. The team first appeared in stories exclusive to the British version of the comic, which presented them as essentially the Decepticon counterpart to the Autobot commando unit, the Wreckers.
Ooh,
In their
that's
debut
interesting.
storyline, the squad was instructed by Decepticon High Command on Cybertron to join forces with the Wreckers for a mission to Earth to combat the rogue Decepticon leader Megatron and his time-traveling future self, Galvatron,
That
whose
must have been
united
wild.
threat posed a danger to both factions alike. Like the Wreckers, the Mayhem's ranks consisted mostly of expendable characters who hadn't appeared in the American comic book.
Oh
The Deluxe
no.
Insecticons, Venom and Chop Shop, the Duocons, Battletrap and Flywheels, and the Pretender Beasts, Catilla and team leader Carnivac. Carnivac had been given orders to kill any Autobots that survived the battle, but when Wrecker leader Springer saved his life during the fight, Carnivac's sense of warrior's honor led him to disobey this command
Ooh, I like
and aid
that.
Springer in return. The battle was a slaughter. Of the Mayhems, only Carnivac and Catilla survived.
Oh
Stranded on Earth
no.
and left feeling that they had been used and abandoned by High Command, they
It's kind of true you have. That's kind of messed up though. Oh man.
decided to ally with the remaining Wreckers to form a new team called the Survivors.
Aw.
For this, they were branded traitors, and a new Mayhem Attack Squad was formed to hunt down and execute them, consisting of Target Masters Spinister and Needle Nose,
Needle
Pretenders
nose.
Octopunch, Strangle
Octopus. I love it. I love that name.
Hold, and Bludgeon, and led by Carnivac's former ally, Snarler. The squad succeeded in killing Catilla, which led to Carnivac swearing
No.
vengeance on them, tracking them to their island headquarters, and taking them down one by one.
Oh damn.
A few months after introducing the Mayhems in the British comic, Simon Furman also took over writing the American comic, and quickly brought the team into that series as well, in a storyline that saw new Decepticon leader Thunderwing dispatch the squad, consisting of just Bludgeon, Octopunch and Stranglehold, on a mission to terminate the Autobots Grimlock, Bumblebee and Jazz, only for the heroes to defeat them in battle. After these stories, it would be nearly 2 decades before the Mayhem Attack Squad was seen again, but the team eventually resurfaced in 2008 in the one-shot comic Cheap Shots, published by the Transformers Collectors Club and set in the world of the Marvel series. It saw Decepticon hooligan Ruckus try to assemble a new version of the team by partnering with Needlenose and hiring Octopunch and Stranglehold to help him get revenge
I'm sorry. Octopunch is so freaking funny to me. I don't know why.
on the Autobot Nightbeat for a past defeat. But Ruckus wasn't exactly a skilled leader, and the plan ended in failure and embarrassment.
Oh.
Since this reappearance, the squad have gone on to feature in several other series, including some that take place in the Marvel Universe, and others set in different continuities. The group's roster changes from story to story.
Holy crap, that design. Is that supposed to be Octopunch? I doubt it, but you're seeing the one I'm seeing, right? The one with the one that looks more like a Kraken slash what do you call it? Squid. Sorry, I'm dumb. Dude, that looks so freaking cool though. That design is kind of nice.
Changes from story to story, with every new adventure adding new members to its ranks, drawn from all over Transformers history. But one thing's pretty consistent. Wherever they appear, the Mayhems are almost always depicted as the enemy of the Wreckers. One of the more unusual takes on the group was offered by IDW Publishing, who introduced the Mayhems into their comic book universe in the 2015 miniseries Sins of the Wreckers.
Oh?
You see, by this point in their run, IDW had already explored the idea of a direct Decepticon counterpart to the Wreckers, having featured an original team named Squadron X in earlier stories. So the Mayhems were given a new role. Taking inspiration from the Marvel story of Carnivac's dissatisfaction with his leaders, instead of a Decepticon unit, IDW's Mayhems were an anarchist terrorist cell to redress the balance of power on Cybertron by taking down the ruling classes of both the Autobots and Decepticons and returning power to the people. As such, IDW's version of the group was named just Mayhem, no attack squad. A notably larger organization than the small team seen in past stories, it was led by Carnivac, with key members including the Seacon, Overbite, Beast Wars characters Polar Claw, Clawjaw, and Stampy, and Tidal Wave from Transformers Armada. Sins detailed how Mayhem allied with the mad scientist Tarantulas, serving as his enforcers in return for Tarantulas upgrading them with experimental organic beast modes that hid them from Cybertronian sensors. This alliance brought Mayhem into conflict with the Wreckers, until Wrecker leader Impactor, tired of being used as a pawn by those in power, decided that he agreed with Mayhem's goals and joined them in their crusade. Though the 2018 sequel, Requiem of the Wreckers, would show how this quickly led to a power struggle between him and Carnivac for command of the organization. In 2016, a dedicated set of Mayhem Attack Squad toys was released exclusively through the Collectors Club, consisting of Bludgeon, Spinister, Needlenose, Ruckus, and new member, Windsweeper. The figures could combine to form the giant robot Thunder Mayhem, based on Thunderwing. Bludgeon became the torso, while the others became the limbs, each one able to transform into either an arm or a leg, all totally interchangeable. Tie-in stories explained that this version of the team came from a universe in which they were chosen by Decepticon scientist Shockwave to be engineered into the ultimate combiner, powered by the Matrix of Malice, a talisman containing the disembodied super-powerful life force of Thunderwing.
But
Thunder Mayhem couldn't be controlled. He raised Cybertron, wiping out almost the entire Transformer race before setting out to do the same to other planets.
That's horrible, dude.
A small group of survivors were gathered by Impactor to form a new Wreckers unit, who forged themselves into a combiner as well, so they could hunt the Mayhems to Earth and finally put a stop to their threat. In 2019, IDW rebooted their comics, introducing a new universe with its own version of Mayhem. Led by Octopunch and his subordinates Skullgrin and Submarauder, this incarnation of the group
Wait, I think I already did a video to Skullgrin.
Featured in the 2021 miniseries Tread and Circuits. Initially, it seemed that Mayhem was again being depicted as an anarchist group who came up against the Wreckers when they launched an attack on the Cybertronian colony world Velocitron and disrupted the racing tournament that the speed-obsessed planet used to elect its rulers. However, it turned out Mayhem were secretly Decepticons, and the attack was a ruse designed to ensure that their Velocitronian agent, Knockout, could win the race and take over as the planet's leader. This version of Mayhem had its own unique insignia, which combined the features of Octopunch, Skullgrin, and Submarauder. And this symbol would be seen again just a few years later in 2024, when the Mayhem Attack Squad returned to the spotlight in the Doom and Destruction Collection, a special Mayhem-themed subline of the Transformers Legacy toy line. The collection included characters from throughout the team's history. Classic Marvel members Bludgeon and Chop Shop, Collectors Club editions Ruckus and Windsweeper, Breakdown
Ruckus.
from IDW's Tread and Circuits, and a new member, Chop Shop's fellow deluxe Insecticon, Barrage, all sporting the Tread and Circuits insignia. And the word is there'll be even more Mayhems on the way in 2025.
Oh, really?
So the wreckers had better be on their guard.
Oh, damn. I need to check that out.
And those are the basics on Mayhem.
Well, thank you all for coming. I hope you all enjoyed. I love some of these guys. They're kind of cool. I will mention this, though. Something I kind of find interesting and kind of wish they would have probably do a little bit more in the grander scheme of the lore is maybe have some kind of Transformers that aren't, you know, part of either faction. Like, have a new faction, but because, like, I see things like there's groups, right? There's subgroups like the Mayhem, the Wreckers, the Decepticon Justice Squad, even though they're not Justice and they're fucking Decepticons. What I mean to say is maybe if there was like some subgroups that didn't belong to either faction, that'd be kind of cool. But maybe not possible because I know for sure that the Decepticons will just straight up destroy them. So I don't know. I kind of want more of that, but that's just me. I kind of want to see more variety in the world, not just seeing Transformers be part of either the Decepticons or the Autobots. You know what I mean? I don't know. Again, I know there's subgroups. Like I think there's like one called the Scavengers or something, or something like that, and then they were getting beat the crap up by freaking Decepticons. I don't know. Technically, I know Minicons are also. I know that Minicons are a different species / different faction entirely. They kind of either work with the Decepticons or the Autobots, depending on the storyline. But yeah, that's just me, though. That's just me. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, please do like, comment, and subscribe. I'd say recommend me more stuff, but I'm going to be taking a small break from Transformers. By the time you see this, you probably would have recommended me like 100 more videos. Anyway, bye!